By the end of this chapter you should be able to examine under the microscope an animal cell and a plant cell. Draw diagrams to represent observations of the plant and animal cells examined above. Identify these cells from preserved material under the microscope, from diagrams and from photomicrographs. Identify, from diagrams or photomicrographs, the cellulose cell wall, cell membrane, sap vacuole, cytoplasm, nucleus and chloroplasts in a plant cell. Compare the visible differences in structure of the animal and the plant cells examined. State the function of the cell membrane in controlling the passage of substances into and out of the cell. State the function of the cell wall in maintaining turgidity within the cell. State, in simple terms, the relationship between cell function and cell structure for the following: absorption, root hair cells; conduction and support, xylem vessels; transport of oxygen, red blood cells. Do you know what is a cell? Don't worry. Let's learn. So now you finally know what a cell is, but that's not enough. The figure shows an animal cell. Study the diagram carefully. It contains a nuclear envelope consisting of nucleolus and nucleus. A major area of the cell is covered by cytoplasm, which contains other little structures like mitochondrion, ribosomes, and lysosomes. These little structures are called organelles. The cytoplasm is surrounded by a cell membrane. This plant cell may look typical to the one shown before. It is almost similar to the animal cell but only contains a vacuole, chloroplasts, and cell membrane as additional elements. The chloroplast contains a green pigment called chlorophyll which absorbs sunlight for photosynthesis. The nucleus contains genetic material and controls all chemical reactions taking place in a cell. This cell membrane controls what passes into and out of the cell. It is also partially permeable. It is the outer wall of the cell which is fully permeable. It also provides support and gives shape to the cell. They act like storage bins for their cell. They may store food, or waste products. In plants, vacuole may also be used to store water, hence, maintaining the shape and structure of the cell. The mitochondrion is known as the powerhouse of a cell. It releases energy in a process called respiration. The cytoplasm is a place where chemical processes take place. It acts like a container for all the other structures in a cell. Comparing animal and plant cells. Similarities. Nucleus contains all the genetic information to produce new cells and controls all the chemical processes that take place in the cell. Mitochondria, where respiration takes place, glucose and oxygen are changed into energy. Cytoplasm, jelly-like substance where chemical reactions take place to keep the cell alive. Cell membrane. This is the thin skin around the cell. It gives the cell its shape and controls what passes in and out of the cell. Differences. Chloroplast. These contain a green pigment called chlorophyll, which absorbs sunlight so the plant can carry out photosynthesis. Cell wall. Covers the thin cell membrane and is made of tough cellulose which gives the plant cell strength and support. Vacuole. Plant cells have a large permanent vacuole which is filled with a weak solution of salt and sugar called cell sap. It also gives the cell support. Cell membrane. This is the thin skin around the cell. It gives the cell its shape and controls what passes in and out of the cell. The summary of animal and plant cellular structure is shown in the table below.